So after 12 months of everything falling apart, I finally figured out the system. And I wish I'd known this years ago because it would have saved me so much wasted time and energy. You see, a lot of guys, most guys, try to change everything at once and then they burn out in 2 weeks. Or they focus on one area and then they wonder why they still feel empty. But I discovered that there are exactly 3 pillars that, when built systematically, create total transformation. And when I say total transformation, I mean everything changed. But let me tell you about the years before I figured this out. You see, I'd get motivated and then I'd try to change my entire life over a weekend. New workout routine, new diet, new sleep schedule. I'd start reading, I'd learn a skill, fix my social life, build a business, all at the same time. And you know what happened? I lasted about probably 10 days before burning out completely and going back to exactly where I started. Or I'd focus obsessively on just one thing. Like maybe I just focused on fitness. And I'd wonder why I still felt unfulfilled even when I was in great shape. I was missing the bigger picture. You see, during those 12 months of struggle, I started noticing patterns in the guys that I look up to. The ones who seem to have it all together. They have confidence, physique, presence, success. They weren't just good at one thing, but they also weren't scattered across a million different areas. They had mastered 3 core pillars. And those 3 core pillars reinforced each other. So first you have pillar 1, which is the mind. Mental discipline, emotional control, inner strength. Then you've got pillar 2, the body. Physical strength, energy, presence. And pillar 3, presence. Social confidence, leadership, and magnetic energy. And here's the key. They built them systematically, one at a time, in the right order. The foundation is always mental. If your mind is weak, undisciplined, reactive, nothing else matters. You'll sabotage everything else. This is where I started during my lowest point, building unshakable mental discipline, daily meditation, journaling, reading, controlling my thoughts instead of letting them control me. But not all at once. I started with 5 minutes of meditation, then added journal, and then reading. Small, consistent actions that built mental strength over time. Now, the goal wasn't to become a monk. It was to become someone who could trust himself to follow through on commitments. Once my mind was disciplined, I focused on physical strength. And this is where most guys get it backwards. They try to build their body before they build their mind. But physical transformation requires mental discipline. If you don't have that foundation, you'll quit when it gets hard. You see, with a disciplined mind, building my body became inevitable. Consistent training, proper nutrition, adequate sleep. Not because I felt like it, but because my disciplined mind made the decision. And as my body got stronger, my confidence grew. My presence became more magnetic. My energy increased. Now, if you're realizing you've been approaching transformation all wrong and you want the exact step-by-step system to build all 3 pillars without overwhelming yourself, then I've got something that lays out the complete framework, and I'll show you guys at the end. Now, with a disciplined mind and a strong body, building magnetic presence becomes natural. Social confidence comes from inner confidence, and inner confidence comes from proving to yourself that you can handle challenges. You see, when you build mental discipline and physical strength, you just walk differently, you speak differently, you carry yourself with quiet authority. Now, this isn't about being loud or attention-seeking. It's about having an inner strength that people can just sense, right? You stop seeking validation because you build something real. You stop explaining yourself because you trust your judgment. And you stop needing approval because you've earned your respect. And here's why the system works so well. Mental discipline makes physical transformation possible. Physical strength builds confidence and presence. And then magnetic presence opens opportunities that challenge and strengthen your mind. They feed each other. The stronger one pillar becomes, the easier it is to build the others. And most guys try to build confidence directly, but confidence is a byproduct of competence, and competence comes from systematically building these three areas. Months 1 to 3, your mind. This is where you want to build basic mental discipline, meditation, journaling, reading, proving to yourself that you can keep simple promises to yourself. And then you've got months 4 to 6, which is your body. This is where you use that mental discipline to build physical strength. So that might look like consistent training, proper nutrition, disciplined sleep, all these things. And then you've got month 7 and 9, which is presence. This is where you leverage your inner confidence to build social confidence, better conversations, stronger boundaries, magnetic energy. And then you've got months 10 and onwards, which is integration. Now this is all three pillars working together, reinforcing each other, creating compound growth. They either try to build all three at once and then they burn out, or they focus on one pillar and then wonder why they still feel incomplete. You see, building just your body without mental discipline equals you'll eventually quit and lose progress. But then building just your mind without physical strength means you'll lack the confidence and the energy to take action. And then building just your presence without the foundation means you'll come across as fake or try hard. So you need all three, but you need to build them systematically. Now, after implementing the system, firstly, the mind went from breaking every promise to myself to never missing commitments, built unshakable inner discipline. The body built the best physique of my life with minimal resources, became physically capable and confident. And then presence, I started commanding respect in rooms. Women were more interested, men showed more respect, and opportunities suddenly appeared. But the real transformation was internal. You see, I became someone that I actually respected, someone who could handle whatever life threw at me. And here's exactly how to implement this. Firstly, start with just one pillar only. Don't try to build all three simultaneously. It's just not going to work. You want to build it for 90 days, minimum, before adding on the next pillar. Use small, consistent actions rather than massive changes. Track your progress so you can see the compound growth. Trust the process even when results aren't immediately visible. Starting with your mind, you want to do 10 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of journaling, 20 minutes of reading. And for your body, do at least 30, 45 minutes training. Proper nutrition, you want to get at least 7 to 8 hours sleep. And for your presence, you want to have at least one meaningful conversation. Practice confident body language and set healthy boundaries. Start with mind only. Build that habit for 3 months and then add body, then presence. You can keep trying random tactics and hoping something sticks. Otherwise, you can implement a proven system that builds total transformation systematically. You see, most guys will choose the random approach because it feels easier in the moment. But a year from now, you'll either be exactly where you are today, or you'll have built something real. So for the next 90 days, commit to building one pillar, your mind. 10 minutes of meditation daily, 5 minutes of journaling, 20 minutes of reading. That's it. Don't add anything else until you've proven you can do this consistently for at least 3 months. Now drop system if you're ready to stop trying random tactics and start building systematically. And look, if you want the complete implementation guide for this 3-pillar system, the exact daily practices, the progression timeline, the habit stacking methods, and everything you need to build this transformation systematically, I've created a 7-day masculine reset guide that gives you the entire framework. Again, this isn't theory. This is the exact system I used to rebuild my life from the ground up. After 4 failed relationships, you get the daily routines for each pillar, the proper progression sequence, and the accountability method that ensures you actually stick with it. Most guys will try to figure this out through trial and error and then just waste years. This system eliminates the guesswork and gives you the proven path from day one. Top link in the description. This will change your entire approach to self-development. And if you're ready to fast track this transformation and work with me directly to customize the system to your specific situation, there is a link to book a call. Tap in. We'll see if it makes sense to accelerate journey with something that's a bit more tailored to your approach, with personalized guidance and accountability. But remember, you can't build an extraordinary life with random tactics. You need a system. Stop hoping for change and start building systematically. Because the man you want to become is waiting on the other side of this decision. Give this video a like if you vibe with it, and comment below on what topics you want me to cover next. More importantly, share this with a brother who needs to hear it. And guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video. God bless.